Good morning, guys, and welcome to Velvet Hammer Fitness here on Patreon. Well, today we are taking it all apart. We are doing a really fun deconstructed workout that will focus on a squat and press and a Manmaker, and taking all the pieces apart and seeing how they work. Okay, so all you'll need for this workout is, of course, your can-do attitude strapped right on. You will need your water, you will need your dumbbells, and that is it, okay? Our format's going to be 40-20. We're going to do the same move 3 times before we move on after a 30-second rest, of course. So, get your mind right with this one. It's going to be challenging. I'm sore from boot camp, so I may be lessening my weights a little bit and maybe going a little bit slower than I'd like, but I'm still going to get through it, and so are you. So, let's get all of our stuff ready and tackle our March Patron's Choice workout, which was our tie for February Patron's Choice. And let's get it started with a good warm-up. I'll see you in just a second. Alright guys, let's start taking everything apart with a good warm-up. Alright, let's start with some big arm circles. This workout is very full body focused, but it's got a lot of shoulders in there too. And we're starting with that squat and press down. I want those arms to be ready. Alright, let's reverse. Big circles. Alright, one more each side. One. Take those legs wide. Maybe my favorite move, which is the stationary side lunge. I love it for opening up the hips. My hips are so sore today. I really wore myself out yesterday. Let's reach for those toes. Do a little twist in the torso. As you reach. One more each side. One. Alright, let that heel go in. We're going to do some air squats next. Getting the squat ready. Let's get that press ready next. Ease into this motion. You don't have to go into the deepest squat you've ever done in the first 2 minutes of this warm-up. Do 2 more, 1 and 2. Good. I want you to get small weights. I'm just grabbing 10 pounds. We're going to lower up those shoulders with some presses. I'm not going to externally rotate mine at this point. I'm just doing a hammer press so my shoulders get nice and warm. Now externally rotate those shoulders, take your arms out wide, and press. Do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good job. Now, let's do a single arm back fly with these same weights. Get our backs nice and warm. One more each side. We're going to go into some rows. A nice flat back. Bring those elbows up and back, those weights back to your hips. Core tight. 2 more. 1, 2. Now we're going to do some rear lunges from here. hear funny popping sounds in the background. It's very windy today, and I have a little awning over my front stoop, and it flaps and pops. It sounds like bombs are going off when it's windy. Got less than 10 seconds here. Push that range of motion. Stretch out those hip flexors dynamically. Get your legs ready to work. Alright? Plop down those weights. Take a look at your description. Make sure you're ready for the impending torture. And I'll see you right back here to first deconstruct the squat and press. See you in just a second. Alright guys, are you ready to deconstruct the squat and press with me? I hope so, because we're doing it. Alright, we're going to do 3 sets of each exercise. We're going to do 40 work intervals, 20 seconds of rest, and then when we're finished with those 3 exercises or the 3 sets, we're going to take 30 seconds of rest, okay? Good job. Alright, so we are starting with presses. I'm going to use 20 pounds per hand. I'm going to go down to 15 if I need to. And let's get it started. So 20 seconds before you have to get into it. I'm probably going to be pretty cautious about my waist. My knee feels a little bit angry. And I just had boot camp last night, so I'm hurting a little bit this morning. So you do you, challenge yourself, and I will do me, and we'll get it done. All right? Presses. 40 seconds here. I'm so glad that it's finally getting to be springtime, and it's sunnier. It is a little frustrating this time of year because the way that our town is laid out, we drive right into the sun to get the kids to school. But I'd much rather see the sun than bleak, gray winter days. You got 5 seconds left. Good. All right. Shake those off. Rest. You can do these seated if you want. Try not to add a push into your press. We'll have that later. We're just working on brute strength at this point. No momentum or strength from the lower body. Okay? Breathe it out. Here we go. Now, again, you can always do those presses just like this, okay? Hammer style without externally rotating that shoulder. If you've had shoulder injuries before, this may be a good shoulder-friendly technique for you. Remember to step that leg back as you arch, and also to point the bottom of that shoulder blade forward and down. Don't shrug. Whew. Second round is done. Shake them out. If you need to drop weight for this last round, I totally get it. I started to bounce a little bit and push presses, which is not what I wanted to do. But we got through it. 3 seconds, last set. Here we go. Alright. So I'm going to go one at a time. Just to get through it because my arms are cooked. Our front squat's next, so our arms will get a little bit of a break. But we have a 30-second rest in between. Time to go. I did mine single arm because I noticed that when I do it that way, I'm much less likely to bounce and try to put a push press into it. Alright. After this 30 seconds, we're going to do front squats. I may just stick with 20 per hand here. But you do you. Make sure you challenge yourself. Because this workout isn't for me, or at least not on your end, it's for you. Excellent. Alright. So, we're going back to our work interval here. And here we go. 40 seconds of front squats. 3 times. I'm doing a squat with my knees and toes out wide to help that little angry knee. If you've got one too, that's a good technique. I want you to squeeze on the way up, keep a nice big chest. You have 15 seconds left. Five to go. Good. Excellent. Shake those legs out. There we go. Second round. Second verse, same as the first. If you have a lighter weight, you can always go faster or deeper. Nothing wrong with that. You have to let me know if you guys have any fun summer vacation plans. I'm trying to cook some up. 2, 1. Very good. Last round of these. Then we'll have a 30-second rest. Then we'll go into our squat and presses. Breathe it out. The race cars are out this morning. 5 seconds. There we go. Last round of these puppies. Trying to keep this workout simple, but not easy. Minimal equipment. Breaking down some foundational moves. Woo! 10 seconds. Then we'll have our rest for 30. Good. Whew. All right. 30-second rest. We're doing a squat and press next. I may alter my weight just a little bit for that press because my shoulder is feeling it. I'm going to do 17.5 pounds. So this next set per hand. You can always add stuff back in. All right, are you ready? Because we are going. Here we go, squat and a press. Try to use very little momentum. We're not going to push press here. We are using our strength and lots of muscle control to make this movement happen. Now, what I didn't tell you is that now that we put the move together, we're going to take it apart again, okay? You won't have as many sets. We'll have 2 sets of front squats, and we'll have 2 sets of presses after this, okay? We're going into our second set of squat and presses, and we'll take it apart again. There we go. Squat and press, round 2. Press. Lots of control. Lots of smiles. Don't frown because it's hard. Smile as good as you can. Time to go. Keep that chest big and tall. Good. All right. We have one more after this, I promise. We're gonna take it all apart again, but with fewer work intervals. All right, last one. Here we go. 40 seconds of your life will have to wrist move. Have fun with it. Squeeze at every point. Make sure to breathe. Don't hold your breath. And to go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Oh, that was your last one of those. We're going to take a 30-second rest. We'll have front squats next. I'm going to put my 2.5 back in. Take the time to breathe and drink or readjust weights as needed. Like I said before, we've only got 2 sets of these front squats. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? This is coming for you. Here we go. All right. Squat. Squeeze. Only 2 sets here. Give it your all. Maintain that form. Hard to do the same move twice and 3 times in a row. Here they go. Good. Very good. Oh. One more of these. You can do this. Then 30 seconds of rest. Here we go. You can always increase the weight or increase your time under tension by going slowly. You can make it more cardiovascular by going fast. Lots of ways to benefit from this workout. Halfway there. So we have 2 sets of shoulder presses. Whew. 2, 1. Good. All right, you have 30 seconds of rest. Then we got the shoulder presses. Really breathe here. Let your arms take a break. Try to relax those traps as well. Any extra tension is not welcome. And 10 more seconds. Then we'll do our 2 sets of presses. Then we'll take a minute break and go into our Manmaker madness. Here we go. Shoulder presses. Tight core, big smile, or grunt face, either way. It'll all work out fine in the end. If it isn't fine, it isn't the end. 15 to go. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget not to arch that back. 3, 2, 1. Very good. 20 seconds of rest, and then your last interval of these, okay? We're going to have 1 minute of break, and then we're going get into some other fun stuff. 2, 1, here we go. You can either do them hammer style, if your shoulders are really fatigued. You can do them exactly as you were. You can take one at a time, just like that. No push presses yet, so it's getting hard. Take a break. Use all the strength you have, mentally and physically, to get through it. Awesome job, guys. Well, you have deconstructed and reconstructed your squat and press. So we're going to take a minute, recover, get your weight set up, and we're going to deconstruct and reconstruct the Manmaker. Okay? See you in just a second. All right, guys, I hope you had a good break because you're going to need it now. Just kidding. We're going to deconstruct the Manmaker. So we're going to take it in pieces until we get all those pieces repped out with 3 sets. Then we're going to do all those pieces of the Manmaker for 2 sets. And then we're going to finish with 1 minute of straight Manmakers, okay? So you'll still have your rest intervals in there after every 3 sets of each piece, and you'll still have 40-20 intervals. So without further ado, let's get this party started. You have 20 seconds before you have to start. Breathe while you can. We're starting with plank rows. I'm using 20 pounds just as I have. I think this workout needs to be stripped of its complexity and weight changes. If you're challenged with the same dumbbells that you used for the first part, all the better, because that makes it easier for you and you're more likely to tackle it at a good pace and good form. So I'm keeping my legs wide. I'm rowing to my hips. We have 3 sets of these for 40 seconds. We did kettlebells last night at boot camp and it rang my bell, for sure. I did a variation on Kim's kettlebell camp that I wrote a couple years back and modified it for some girls who were just beginning their kettlebell career, and we had a great time. Alright, we got 2 more of those. Now remember, you can always do these rows on your knees, okay? I may get to that point here in a second. Whew. Get set up. Here we go. If you're wondering what that slurping monster sound coming from my kitchen is, I may or may not be making myself a little coffee. My parents got me a Keurig for Christmas, and I love it, but it makes it way too easy for me to indulge my coffee addiction, so I gotta rein myself in. And my work colleague gave me his old Keurig for the office, so basically I just have a coffee IV now. 3, 2, 1. One more. You got this. Hold the plank if you get in a bind. Do regular rows if you get into a bind. Always something you can do. Back those shoulders. Bring that weight to your hip. So you're not just using biceps, you're using your lats, which are an unsung hero of your upper body. 10 seconds. Then we'll rest for 30. The next move is a plank up to a clean. 2, 1. Okay. Alright, let's rest it for 30. My house smells of hazelnut. That's my favorite coffee. I also like French vanilla. That smell is just so comforting to me. I thought about giving up coffee for Lent, but I think probably killing people without my caffeine would not be a good witness to the love of Jesus. Oh. All right, here we go. We are doing our squat, our plank hop to clean, okay? Here we go. So, you're going to plank hop, clean it, okay? Got 3 sets of these. Good. All right, first one down. We'll have squat to push press next after we get through these. Oh, this is a doozy. All right, here we go. Plank hop to clean. Take your rest. Do those legs here. Just bring the waist up. Big chest. Because you're a big deal. Almost there. Good. One more of those, then we rest. Then we move on to the squat to push press. Three, two, last one. Okay? Here we go. You can do this. Make sure to squeeze those glutes as you push yourself up from that squat. Embarrass the person behind you. I told that story of the guy who sang in church, who squeezed his butt every time he hit a high note. My boot campers last night, and they loved it. It never disappoints. All right, you got 30 seconds of rest. Then you have a squat to a push press. My arms are very fatigued. My legs are even more so. Everything's hurting, even my torso. Sorry, had to rhyme there a little bit. All right, squat to a press. Squat to a push press, because that's how we do it with our Manmaker. And here we go. Okay? So we're going to squat, push press. Squat, push press. Little hop. You can go faster or slower than me. Two more sets after this. Good. That is no easy win. You got 2 more sets of this move. So we'll move to a push press. Here we go. Squat to push press. Lower those weights if you need to. If your form's getting compromised, if you're hating life, you can take them down. Better to focus on good form and fewer reps or lower weight than hurt yourself or compromise your form. Last set. All right, there we go. Go to push press. The end of that Manmaker sequence. Use those legs. Woo. Woo. Good job. All right, we're going to rest for 30 seconds. Then you've got a push press. I'm probably absolutely going to have to go down to my 15s or 17s and a half for these. But that's okay. We have 3 sets of push presses. We're going to use our legs. We're going to use our can-do attitude when we get through it. All right, here we go. Back to our work interval. And there we go. So, weights here. Rest if you need to. You've gotten through 20 seconds already. After our push presses, we go back into 2 sets of our rows, 2 sets of our plank hop to cleans. 5 seconds. Good. Not easy, but worth it. Breathe it out. 2 more sets of these push presses. If you need to go down and weight, do it. Not a big deal. Okay? Still getting your time under tension. Still getting your explosive, dynamic movement, which helps you increase your power, strength, helps you become more functionally strong and awesome. Halfway there already. We have 1 more set after this. Push. You can do it. Woo. Great job. Last set. Deciding whether I'm going to go down and weight or not. Here we go. Time to go. Still use control on the way down. Oh, good job. All right, you have 30 seconds of rest. I know I need it. How about you? Got 2 sets of plank rows, then 2 sets of plank hops to cleans. 2 sets of squat to push press, and then push presses for 2 sets. Seems like a lot, but we'll get through it. We've been getting through a lot worse with our 3 sets. All right, here we go. my timer will go, maybe. All right, plank rows. Only 2 sets here. You can increase your weight if you want, or just really make this workout efficient with the weights that you already have been using. I'm sweating. Time to go. Good. 20 seconds on break. I need to find a towel. Hold on just 1 second. Hope I have one. I thought I'm going to have to use a placemat. Alright. Got a small one. That'll work. Alright. Ready for your second and final set of these? Here we go. Halfway there. It's been so nice and warm and sunny here. Other than the wind today, which has made it feel a lot colder. But I get in such a much happier mood when the sun's shining. So I'm sure all of you do too. So, you'll have to keep watch. I'm going to try my first spray tan adventure this weekend. I've never done a spray tan. And I thought, well, I'll do that, safer than being out and stuff. So if I come back looking like a troll doll for your next video, that'll be why. So, you can learn from my mistakes. Alright, we're doing a plank hop to clean for 2 sets after this break is over. And we are just whittling down our list of things to deconstruct and reconstruct, okay? So, plank hop to clean in 2 seconds. Okay? Here we go. Alright, plank hop. How's it going? My little girl just got her ears pierced, and her experience was much less traumatic than my experience. My lady that did my ears did it in her home. She was an odd person anyway. She always used to fart while she was doing hair and ear piercings, and then she light a candle, but that's beside the point. We have one more set. She sneezed or something when she was doing my ear piercing, so my ear hole on the right side was a lot lower for years. And so one day, when my first baby was a baby, he just pulled really gently, and he got my earring to come straight through my ear. I don't remember there being blood or a whole lot of trauma, but now it looks like I have a split hoof for an earlobe. So I'm really glad that my daughter's experience was a lot better than that. 10 seconds to go. 2, 1. Very good. One more set of these. Then we have squat to push press. And then we have push presses. And then we have that 1 minute of Manmakers. You can do this. Okay? Alright. Here we go. 30 seconds of rest. And we've got our squat to push press. 2 sets. Whew. My computer is even dying. It's like, sorry, enough of this. Lower those weights if you need to. Increase them if you need to. Keep them the same if you need to. Whatever you're doing, if you're challenging yourself, is exactly what you should be. Okay. Here we go. Squat to push press. Here we go. Round 1. Good job, 20 seconds of rest. Do one more set of these. Then we have 2 push press sets. Then you get to rest for a minute. You're welcome. Then we do our 1 minute remaining. Okay? You can absolutely add more minutes of Manmakers, but this girl has to go to work. So, here we go. Squat. Good push press. Isn't it nice knowing that this is your last set? I don't know if I'm off center here in the camera, but I'm jumping back and forth just in case. See, it gets tough. If it wasn't already. 3, 2, 1. Alright, you have 30 seconds. Last 2 intervals here. Before you have a 1 minute break, before you do 1 minute of Manmakers, okay? You can do this. Oops. That was more than 30 seconds. You're welcome. Here we go. Push presses. Over halfway there. And 1 more interval after this. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Alright guys. 20 seconds and then 1 more of those. Stretch out those shoulders. Get ready for your last 40 seconds of madness. Okay, here we go. You can tell when I'm struggling because I don't talk a lot. That's about the only time. You can do it. 5 seconds. Get 1 more out there. Whew. Alright guys. You can rest for a minute. Get your weights ready for some Manmakers. And I'll see you right back here for that. I am so proud of you. This is not easy. See you in just a second. Alright guys, we are all ready for our last minute, our burnout set where we put everything we've done all together and we reconstruct that Manmaker, okay? So I do a 3 push-up Manmaker, so that's your challenge if you'd like to do that. If not, you can do a 2 or 1 push-up Manmaker. Either way, I want you to try to put a push-up in there, even if your arms are so fatigued that you have to do them on your knees, or you don't get as many reps in because they're slow, or your range of motion isn't quite as good. I still want you to try to do some push-ups with this, okay? So, you have 15 seconds if we have to get started. Wipe everything off one last time, because I took a minute break and I'm still sweating like I'm being chased. Or as Paula Dean used to say, I'm sweating like a fat girl writing her first love letter. I don't think anyone's fat. I think we all have fat. So, anyway, let's do those Manmakers for 1 minute. So, I do a push-up, row. Another push-up, row. And then I do another push-up. Then I clean it, the shoulders, push press it up. Okay? Here we go. Tight core the entire time. You have 18 seconds to go. Good job. All right, guys, you are all done for today. Clear up your space. We're going to do a cool down. If you want to do more minutes of Manmakers, let me know what you did. Have fun with it, and be thankful for your amazing bodies, okay? I'll see you right back here for your cool down in just a second. All right, guys, let's get your cool down knocked out, and thank your amazing body for what it's done today, okay? I want you to start by just bending over. Let the weight of your head bring your shoulders back into complete relaxation. Cross with those arms, cross back and forth. Decompressing the spine here, but also dynamically stretching the hamstrings. Good. Alright, we're going to switch the torso. Touch the left hand to the right foot. Reach for the sky. Good. Come back center. I want you to just rotate your neck side to side. Alright. Right hand to left foot and open it up. And back center. We're going to come to our hands and knees here. Okay. We're going to take those knees out nice and wide. Stretch out our hips and our gracilis muscle. Those are your groin muscles. With a little froggy stretch here. Come down to those forearms or those elbows if you can. Focus on pushing the hips back to really get the most out of this stretch. Excellent. Alright, let's take those knees slowly and carefully back in to the tabletop position. Now, we're going to lower our chest to the ground, hit a little cobra. The wind, I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but it is going. Alright, now we're going to send our hips back, knees out wide into a child's pose. My mat treasure of the day is a sun chip that apparently has lost its way out of one of my kids' mouths. Press into those palms. Now we're going to go toward the right with our right hand, our left hand on top, and we're going to push our hips back towards the left side. Good. Back center. Pressure in those palms. Stretch out your lats. Alright, now we're doing the same thing towards the left. So, we're going to put the left hand towards the left, the right hand on top, and your hips are going back towards the right. center. Very good. Now, we're going to turn all the way around and stretch out our backs a little bit. Bring the right knee in. Bring the right knee over across the body. Keep the shoulder down on the mat. Good. One more time. And bring that knee out wide. Positive pressure on the knee. Good. I want you to walk up that leg as far as you can. Don't worry if you can't go super far. And release. Knee in on the left. And over. Cross that knee over. Good. Hug that knee one more time. And take the knee out wide. Positive pressure, pushing that leg down, feeling the stretch in your hips and your inner thigh. And walk it up. And release. Now, roll over to one side. Push yourself up. We're going to do a couple arm stretches and we'll be all done. Right arm across, hook with the left, look over that right shoulder. Other side. Good job. Pat yourself on the back. And other arm. And very good. You are all done for today. I hope you feel amazing. I hope you feel accomplished. I hope you feel sweaty. And I'll see you back up at the camera for your send-off. Awesome job. All right, guys. Awesome job on your March Patron's Choice workout. You may be really regretting that you chose it, but either way, you got through it. Now I need you to make sure to drink a lot of water today. Get a healthy post-workout meal on your plate to replenish those amazing muscles, okay? You need water, you need food, and you need rest to build more lean muscle tissue. So don't forget it, okay? Stretch some more, foam roll if you need to. Tell your friends and family about us. Help them get into the best physical and perhaps mental shape of their life by helping them to appreciate their amazing bodies right where they are, okay? Make sure that you tell them to like and subscribe as well and to take a look at our 4-week program, okay? Other than that, have an amazing rest of the month. Love those difficult people. I have run into a couple of them this week, and whoo boy, it's testing my tough love meter pretty good. So do the same. Go out there and be the light in this world, and remember that it will all work out fine in the end. If it isn't fine, it is absolutely not the end, okay? Keep being you. Keep being amazing. I'm always proud of you, and whether you deconstructed these moves or whether you felt deconstructed by them, you finished. And as always, it is your health today and every day, so you know what you got to do. You better hit it hard. Boom! Have an awesome day, guys, an awesome week, and I will see you very, very soon.